Hey, Craig here. In this video I'm going to be going over the replacement of a pole light bulb. The replacement of a bulb doesn't sound like it'd be something too hard to do, but changing pole light bulbs is a little different than changing bulbs at your house. So I'll get right to it. Turn my light on. Bright enough. All right, get up in the bucket truck. Oh, gonna start the engine first. All right. Turn the hydraulic pump on. Okay, so first thing I do is make sure I have a pair of gloves with me, and I always try to bring two bulbs up in case one of them is bad, and always latch that. I'm gonna hit up. This is kind of a short pole light compared to some other ones, but okay, so unlatch that there. All right. This is a MH175 standard metal halide. I'm not sure if you can see that there. What I usually do is I check the bulb that's in it, and I check the sticker on the fixture, 175 M57, which is what this is. And I also like to look at the bulb, make sure it's black. Sometimes if it's just burned on the ends like that, that could be a component inside the ballast. It's causing it to prematurely fail. But this one looks like it's, you can see it ruptured on the side there, so. Grab a new bulb here. I usually try to use name brand like Sylvania or Philips or GE. But I find on the smaller bulbs like this, the name brands are kind of pricey, so I try to use a decent generic. Of course, taking the bulb in and out is just like a regular light, but the standard metal halide don't always fire up right away. It's part of the, this is what's called probe start metal halide or standard metal halide. Oh, there it goes. Okay. Now some people think you just put the bulb in like that and you're good to go, but there are components in the ballasts, one of them being the capacitor, which is this component right here. You can see it right there. These newer fixtures, they've been putting these cheap plastic capacitors that have a tendency to overheat. So basically I have to wait a little bit and make sure that the thing actually gets bright enough. There's actually an app that I use, which is a lux meter. And I can actually tell whether it's getting brighter or not. So anybody with a smartphone can do this. What I basically look for is make sure that the the brightness continues to rise. Sometimes it'll stall out and you'll just get a blue color from the bulb. That's a sign that the capacitor is bad. It's usually a little slow to start, but then it should start ramping up and increasing rather quickly, like right there. Just jumped from 90 to 100 to 120. So it looks like this capacitor is good. All right, I'll just button this thing up. And I'll just continue to monitor the light output of the light for a few minutes. And as I drive around and look at other pole lights, I'll look back and make sure it got up to its full brightness. Otherwise, the light will just prematurely burn out within a week or a few months. All right. Okay, well, as you can see, the bulb has lost its bluish color to it, and the ground around here is pretty bright now, so that's a good indication that the capacitor is good, and this pole light, this bulb, should last for a pretty good long time. All right, that's it. Okay, one other thing is, if you can see this app here, I'm using Lux Meter. I have an Android device. I think they have different brands on iPhones and stuff, but as you can see, it's a Lux Meter. It's measuring in foot candles, and you can actually tell the foot candles at the ground level here. So it works best obviously during the day. If you're changing bulbs during the day, it's not going to work the same, but if you're doing it at night, I usually work at night because the lights are already on and there's no cars around, easy to get to the pole light. So all right, that's it.